Hey guys, before we start the podcast, if you're ever interested in supporting the podcast in any way, we have a clothing brand called for our Kickback Conversations, and you can find it on Aidan N Designs on Etsy. I'll put some hoodies up on the screen right now so you can see, and if you're interested, yeah, go check it out.
Welcome back to Kickback Conversations, episode 6, long-awaited episode.
I know, man.
It's been a while. How are you?
Before we start, though, I actually have a gift because we've been, obviously, you guys know, off for a while, like a month, and we missed our Christmas. So shout out to my mom.
Miss
She's
Noonan.
been wanting that, so shout out to my
Noonan.
mom. She actually got us a gift for our podcast, and I wanted to open it up.
All right, let's
if you
see
don't
it.
mind. All right. So I haven't even looked at these either. I just wanted my
Is
mom
it
to
two
kind of like.
things?
Yeah, wait. Let me figure out. She told me which one's mine and which one's yours. This one's yours.
Oh, so we both get one present. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it the same thing?
You'll see. I don't want to spoil it.
I think. Okay, ready?
Oh my God, I'm rolling over everything. Dude, I'm so rusty already. Okay.
Okay, ready? Thank you, Miss
Let's go for
Noonan,
it.
by
Yeah,
the way.
Thank you, Mom. She wanted you to get the green color because it was like more fruity, more to your type of vibe.
Oh my.
Sorry, this probably sounds horrible on the mics.
Woo!
And then show them
Customizable
customizable mugs,
Kickback Conversation mug with
Yeah.
our beautiful names on it. Thank you.
everything. Thank you, Mom.
I'm
Shout
gonna
out,
use
Mom.
this. Thank you, Miss Noonan. Shout out, Miss Noon.
Yeah, dude.
That's a good fucking gift.
It's pretty sick, right? You get customizable, our
And
names
we-
on it and everything.
And we can just go like this now. Just.
We don't have any drinks, so sadly we can't put it to use right now, but it does,
Next episode, I'm definitely drinking.
does look nice.
We can do a fake.
If we ever
Cheers.
forget our names,
Cheers, real quick.
cheers to coming back.
Cheers to the comeback of Kickback. Thank you, Miss Noonan, for that beautiful gift.
Hey, dude.
Where
How-
were we? Why were we gone? Why do we not have an episode up since I think first week of December maybe?
So it was like right before Christmas break for sure, because
Right before
So-
your Christmas break.
I can explain the UCI part, but I think you got more enthusiasm from me than me in the other sections of it.
okay.
So basically, like the first part of the story is that we're using this UCI podcast room, and we've mentioned this before, and we're very grateful for it. But the only unfortunate thing is because we don't actually obviously own the podcast room on the winter breaks when the schools aren't open. The podcast room usually closes, and unfortunately, we didn't stockpile any episodes. So unfortunately, we had to take a break. But we did have one last resort, which Evan brought up was a good idea,
So
which my friend had previously mentioned, who goes to Chapman. Shout out to him for even like helping us and going out of the way. It still was helpful. But why don't you?
I'll
why don't
take
you
it
kinda
from here.
me?
But yeah, so it was I think second week December, and I had an idea like, oh, our friend shout out Lucas. He goes to Chapman, which is my dream school, and I loved Chapman so much. And so we're like, oh, Lucas, can we see your podcast room, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, we can use it. He was hyping us up. He's like, oh, yeah, this room has every single thing that we need. It has
Yeah.
microphones, has cameras. You'll be all set. It's kind of like UCI. So we're like excited. We're on the way. We're like, okay, we're getting pumped. We're ready to go. And then we go into the room. We meet Evan, which is different Evan. Shout out Evan.
Different Evan, one of Lucas's friends who
Yeah.
guided us around the whole campus
So
and everything.
we meet him, and he brings us to the library, and he brings us to this like room. It's like a maze. We're going like left, right, backwards, straight, forward, and it's like this maze, like the Maze Runner. And we finally get to the room, and we open the door, and it's just a table and a TV, table and TV, which was supposed to be the best podcast room ever by Lucas's definition. So we were extremely disappointed, but there was one last resort. Lucas was like, "Oh, there's this room by the theater thing, right? Like the theater room, something like that, or like a filming room."
Yeah, so it was in their theater building, so theater majors obviously go there and everything. So we went in there thinking like, okay, they probably got some good stuff.
He led us to like this again. We had to walk. I think like it was a 10-minute walk outside of campus.
Yeah, it was so far outside of campus.
So we went outside campus, went to the room, and we go up, and he doesn't really know where we're going, so he's asking around, and I'm looking around. I'm looking inside the doors. I'm like, if this is it, we're screwed, because I just see a dark room like this table thick, one chair, like nothing in there. I'm like, Aidan, if this is it, then I don't think we're filming today. And then Evan's like, guys, this is what it looks like it's gonna be. So we go in there. We're like, yeah,
Yeah.
This is not looking good for us.
I mean, it was literally one mic and a computer and a keyboard. That was literally it. And there was like some soundboard, but there were no SD cards or anything to plug it in. That's like technical stuff, right? But yeah, unfortunately, we couldn't even share one mic because you have to speak into the mic for it to come out. So like we'd be too close. It'd be pretty awkward.
Yeah, we like
almost
kissing up on
dude.
each other. Yeah, good idea.
I don't need that.
But
yeah, Evan came in. The thing is, Evan came in so excited. Like, you were so
I had
excited
so
on
many
the
good
campus. He was
ideas.
bragging to me. He's like, oh my God, this
Chapman's
is so much
amazing.
better than
Chapman's way
UCI.
better than UCI.
But why don't you explain why you're wearing the UCI hoodie now?
After that event, I was thinking to myself how grateful I am to go to UCI and use their podcast room. So I got my own UCI sweatshirt.
Yes, finally.
Good color, UCI, go to UCI, and I'll never say anything bad about UCI because UCI is an amazing school, amazing campus, amazing people, a lot of baddies on school. And yeah, I love UCI, and I'm so thankful that they let us use this room. So yeah, UCI is my favorite school ever.
No, finally we brought you over.
No more bad words on.
Oh my God, you were so distraught when we like couldn't do an episode, and we were like,
I was wearing my Chapman shirt too. I was so excited. I was trying to show to Aidan that Chapman's a better school.
Yeah, but it kind of flipped on him. At least you appreciate it now. It's like, dude, they didn't have a podcast room. It wasn't a podcast room at all. It was just literally a microphone and computer.
Lucas hyped us up
Still,
for nothing.
Shout out to Lucas for going out of his way to like helping, and
same
shout
with
out Evan.
yeah.
Shout out to them though.
They did.
But it was a long break for us. I think it was good because at the same time, because we get a break for a little bit, having to balance like school and the podcast
And like finals
sometimes.
too.
For me, at least, I know for sure it was like it weighs you down a lot, but you have to keep moving forward with this type of stuff. But it's nice to get the break because I think my enthusiasm when we first started for the podcast, it's kind of back there.
So
again.
we're hungry to come back and just dominate. And at first we were like, oh, we're gonna film something. So like, I put out 5 videos like music things, just have something out there.
Yeah.
And also we just brainstorm. We took the time to just brainstorm different ideas. We tried finding out like new alternatives on how to make our podcast better, different designing stuff like that. So I think we spent the break good. Now we're ready to go for 2025.
Yeah.
Big
2025. How was your winter break though? Before we hop into the new year.
To finish off the end of the year, basically all I did for winter break was just I had my grandma over, so that was nice just seeing her. Had some food. I got a good gift that I'm not allowed to say what it is, but I got a good gift. I'm not allowed to say what it is, but got a good gift. Then I went to my other grandparents' house, my grandpa and my grandma. Shout out them, and they got me this tattoo thing that's supposed to like pops out your tattoo more. Oh. You know The Rock? He has like a brand. It's like a rub that you can rub on your tattoo, and it makes like pop out more.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'll bring it.
I didn't know
next
there was
time.
a thing. Yeah,
I didn't know it was a thing till I got it. So that was nice. Then I also got a $25 Chipotle gift card because my grandparents know I love making my food videos, so I'll be making a visit to Chipotle's.
Yeah. No, it's good that you're doing the food review videos already. I was kind of like, I can't lie, I was thinking over break, should I kind of do the food videos?
No, it's
but then I was like, it's Evan's thing, so I'm not going to be taking it. But yeah, I don't really have the confidence either to do the whole food review thing. But we did see, we were at some random food place, and we did see some people with like the whole setup. They had cameras with tripods and everything, and they're doing it with their families. That's cool.
What I'm going to do.
But yeah, is that all for Christmas?
Just a chill.
But you did get a laptop. That's pretty cool. Finally.
Thank you to my mom and everyone else who pitched in. I got a new computer because my computer is like 5 years old, and it sounded like an airplane. It was about to explode some days, and it was rough, very slow. But I got a new one. Still got to set it up. But you know what? I'm very happy with it, and I got some new clothes from my sister and my parents. So very good Christmas. How about you? What was your break looking like?
Pretty chill Christmas, I will say. So the reason my mom actually got this stuff for us was because I feel like I'm at that age now where I've kind of got what I want. I know it sounds like stuck up, and like it is. I'm very privileged, and like I'm grateful to be in this position. But yeah, I didn't have anything exactly I wanted for Christmas, so it was nice. My mom just like thought, why don't we get something for your podcast? And then if you guys didn't notice, we have the live on air thing right here. It's not really lit up right now, but we don't have a plug to plug it into, so it's good enough. I hope it shows up well on the camera. But yeah, so we got some podcast stuff. I honestly really like.
I'm gonna use this. I think it looks
cool.
Every day.
Like having the name on it and everything. And like figured it out.
Conversations.
The design. Shout out to the person who created this. I don't remember.
Was it on Etsy?
I don't remember who. I think it might have been on Etsy, but shout out to them, whoever they are.
Thank you very much, and thank you for staying again.
And they actually fixed the design because the one I sent him was too many little lines, which would have been hard to print on. So this design also looks pretty cool. I think it fits well. But other than that, I got clothing and stuff, the generic things. I did get a drive for the podcast. A lot of stuff was podcast.
You got a what?
A drive which basically stores a bunch of our stuff.
Oh,
the
like
podcast
the
takes so
terabyte.
much space. But yeah, other than that, I was just chilling, man. I was really like kind of like taking all the time because I was just dreading going back to school.
Now you're back though, so
Oh my
put a
god,
smile on
dude.
your face.
Dude, the day before school, I was stressing out so much. Like I do my best to not like stress out a lot of days before school starts because there's no point, right? I try my best because it's like no matter how much I stress out, school's gonna come anyways.
Yeah.
So, but I was trying to fall asleep the day before the day before my first day of school started or first day of my second quarter started, and brother, I was just like I couldn't fall asleep. It took me like 2 hours to fall asleep. I was just sitting there like trying to close my eyes and try to fall asleep. Nothing. It's just like, dude, whenever you close your eyes, I realize this, but like it's so much easier to have like tons of thoughts going when you close your eyes. Because I was just like staring at the roof at one point. I'm like, I can't think of anything right now. Why can't it be
Nothing
like this
going
when I'm
through your
trying to
head.
fall asleep? And then I close my eyes and 100 thoughts are just going through my head of like, whether it's like I'm trying to envision how I'm going to be talking to new people or the new classes or
But so-
how hard is it going to be, stuff like that.
Isn't it the same class though? Because you said you have 3 quarters, so wouldn't it be still a continuing of the second quarter?
No, so we do new classes each quarter. Yeah.
So how what's like the timetable of all your quarters?
So each quarter is about 10 weeks. So the tough part about a quarter system is that it's so fast paced. I have my midterm in like 2 weeks. I just started. This is my first week, my second day at school when we're doing the podcast. Thank God I have a day off because math discussion, we don't have to go for the first day. But yeah, I mean, we start new classes every quarter. So we finish
So
I took 4 classes the first quarter, so that amounts to 16 credits, which is usually how much you want to take. And then I'm taking another 4 classes this quarter. 2 of them are easy, 2 of them are hard. That's kind of how it was. And then, yeah, I'm just stressed out just because like it's having to get. I think this is with everybody, honestly. I think most people can relate to this. It's like once you go on a long break, it's so hard to come back to school and get yourself in that mindset again to like work.
I'm not ready for it.
Oh yeah.
My
Oh
brain's
my
been
God.
off.
I forgot you're not inside.
Yeah,
back
I'm
yet.
not in
Keep
school. I
forgetting.
still got 1 more week because I'm
Yeah.
just big brain, big smart.
Oh, you're gonna experience it, dude. The stress.
I don't want to experience it, man.
I know. I don't like to either. It's just like, I don't know. I guess you can't really avoid it until you're there. My problem is like, whenever teachers send in work for that week, I stress out because
You gotta
like,
get
for
it
me,
done.
yeah, I can't have work sitting there. I've just never like in my head that bothers me so much because I feel like, oh, I'm gonna forget it tomorrow and then it's gonna go past the deadline. It's gonna be late, whatever. So I was just stressing about
You also
that
gotta-
stuff.
You also got to think of like new ways. Since you're taking a new class and like a new schedule, you have to have new ways. Like, okay, I'm doing my homework on this day, do my podcast on this day, and like it just changes up your whole flow.
Yeah, I mean,
Get
our
used to that.
whole thing is like messed up now. We're having to like roll around my schedule, but I think yours works well with mine, right?
Yeah, look, we got lucky. Next time
Yeah.
we need to pick better schedules.
The only unfortunate thing with me is like my priority is based on how many credits I have. I don't have many because I didn't
You
do
don't
any
have
AP classes in
Yeah,
high
true.
school. The kids that did got extra credits for that, so they get priority. I was like on the bottom of the list, so I
With
just
their-
didn't get exactly like
With their education major.
yeah. But no, I was stressed out a lot the day before. When I actually came to school though, it was surprisingly good. The uncomfortable thing for me is because of my anxiety, my social anxiety. I'm always overthinking about like how to interact with people. But when the day actually came, I just like said screw it. Like we're gonna do what we can, get through the day. And I was just kind of chilling. Honestly, I was just like, if people want to talk, they could talk.
What
I was
are
just,
your-
like, trying to get through my first day, and it was honestly good. I'd say.
What are your classes taking this year? And what rank them from easiest to hardest?
Ooh, okay, this should be pretty easy. My classes I'm taking, I'll just rank them first. So my easiest class, so hardest will be number 1. Right.
Yeah.
So I'm have 4 classes in total. My easiest class is Chicano Latino Studies because everybody told me it was easy, and it's just an online class where they give you a discussion every week, and you just have to answer the discussion, like briefly in a couple of like sentences, maybe a paragraph. At
So you're
most.
not learning anything.
It's not too heavy learning. And the tests are online, easy, stuff like that. And then my next hardest class is urban planning, which is also an easy class. Apparently.
What are you doing in urban planning?
Just different policies about like housing and why they build suburbs, stuff like that, and how to like recognize what an area is, how to identify a suburb versus a city. It's easy stuff. And then here's kind of the top 2 are like my hardest classes, which is my next one is writing 60. Like I'm
So like
I
English.
feel like I'm pretty good at English, honestly. Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty good at English. The only thing is it just takes so much time. It's so time consuming, and like I said, we have 10 weeks to do it. Our final is gonna he's only gonna give us 1 week to finish it, pretty much. So we have to write probably, I assume around 7, 8 pages usually, because
Yeah,
that's
but
how
you're
it
a
was
good
for me.
writer.
Yeah, I feel like I'm decent at it, but it's just the time consuming because I'll like spend like 5 hours in the library or something, which has like honestly happened before where I'm like
I
reading
can.
or writing or something like that. And then okay, so to my first class, the hardest is math. Whoa, who would have thought? I
What
guess
type of
it's
math is it? Like
um
calculus or?
yeah, it is calculus. It's just gonna be the hardest because I'm not too
'Cause
good
you're
at math.
dumb.
It's like all
'Cause you're
right,
dumb at
dude.
math.
Okay,
You don't.
but no,
You're not good at math.
sometimes it's the teacher. I want to blame the teacher.
Yeah, let's blame the professor always.
No, but calculus is going to be pretty hard for me. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna get through that. I'm probably just gonna get tutors and stuff.
you better. I can tutor you.
Yeah, I don't trust you. You're worse than me. What happened to your hair, by the way? You gotta explain
Okay, why
that.
are you hating on me? Okay, dude.
No, it's no hate. What happened to your hair? This is
Alright,
like
so
totally different. 1 month passes and you've gotten through like a crisis or something.
I'm in my midlife crisis right now. I was at the gym with Travis. Shout out Travis, and I'm like, bro, should I? He's like, I'm getting a haircut. I'm like, oh, should I cut my hair? He's like, sure. So that's all I tell you. I'm like, all right, bet I'm gonna cut my hair. So on Monday, I don't know when we'll release this, but like last week, I cut my hair. I was telling the lady, I'm like, I want it all off. She was surprised. It was like a big fro.
Yeah, yeah.
So just took it all off like this, and now I'm scared to.
It's crazy. When you first showed me it, I was so
Oh yeah,
shocked.
I should have done it on the podcast, but
I know. I was so shocked. I
I
burst
thought
out
you
laughing
realized
'cause,
you were like you were giving me like dirty looks. I thought you were like paying attention to my hair.
no. I was just giving you dirty looks because. But
Because
yeah.
what?
just
Okay,
man.
the
Just
fuck?
because. No, but it is like you just keep changing up your hair, man.
What rate my hair in the comments if you like it or not, and what's my best look?
Yeah.
I personally, if I had to rate my looks since we started the podcast, I'd go okay. From the 5 episodes, I'll go the last is the first episode look.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd go 4th is the afro. And then I think the last 3 episodes I had braids. So I think those, and then
Yeah, you've been changing so much. Honestly,
I know
can't
that's,
keep track
that's such
anymore.
a weird.
Like a lost.
Five-
Like a different
five
person
different-
every time. Embracing
Next time
bipolar
I'm gonna
to
be
its fullest.
bald. Next time I'm gonna be bald. Aiden's gonna be bald too.
I know. I'm trying to tell him to get the
Receding.
old man haircut. It's like the U shape type of balding type of haircut. I think it'd be cool.
You have to be
And he can
bald
go
then. You go bald.
I'll go buzz cut. We can like meet in the middle.
All right, then go buzz cut.
Okay.
All right, ready?
No, I can't shake on
Okay,
that. My mom would get pissed.
Why?
She doesn't want me shaving my hair. I don't know why.
Okay, Shaolin monk.
Racist,
That's
dude.
not.
What?
No, that's not.
Explain it then.
No, you're Shaolin monk.
All right, brother. All right.
Akuna Matata.
Okay.
Akuna Matata.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What else happened during your winter break though? Anything else? Do anything like games, books, any cool news you've seen?
Loki just working,
Really?
and all I did was work. It's January 7th right now, and I think my seasonal working at Under Armour is about to end in, I think, January 20th. So I'm not like uncertainty if they're gonna keep me or not. Cause I did get, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, I got a little $25 gift card for like saying thanks for being like a good like salesperson. Did I show you that?
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
did show
yeah.
me that.
So,
Yeah.
I think that's a good sign that I might get kept on, but I don't know.
You
So I think
never
it's
know.
50-50. So I might be having to look to get a new job to support our podcast because I've been carrying all of our wealth.
Okay.
Because, yeah.
No, I'm doing pretty well myself. I
No,
don't know.
what?
I got us these mugs, these nice mugs,
You, the
with
new
my mom's money, but my mom bought it for us, but I take credit for it, you know?
buddy's bringing in no money,
Yeah.
no nothing. You're just bringing the vibes.
Brother, you're going to get fired. I know it.
Why?
I have
You
to fight
don't-
back.
Why? You want my job, dude? I'm the one that
I
pays for
want
everything
your
in this
job.
podcast.
When?
You want me to have a job so I can pay for things.
We're doing pretty good. We got a free podcast room. I think we're living.
No.
No, but I mean, did you see like any of the news recently over the winter? Any news stuff you saw that was interesting?
I mean, nothing else interesting. I saw the football games, and
Which
then I
ones?
saw one got postponed because of the New Orleans things, because
Oh, yeah.
the attack.
That was crazy.
I don't have any. I don't. I don't like to get into the politics stuff, but I don't. I heard yesterday that he.
I didn't even know there were politics involved in it.
Well, people have different sides, so they think like, oh, it's this person's fault, blah blah. But I was seeing on the news yesterday that he went to the spot like 2 different times and he had Meta glasses to like scope out the area.
What?
That's what I saw on the news. So
Okay.
I don't know if that's true, but it was definitely planned out before. And I hate that violence is just so normal. Like all these school shootings, all these acts of violence is just so normalized to us that we're like, sometimes like some people are just so insensitive to it because it just happens so many times.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't realize that they're so numb to it, but they would only react to it if it's someone that they know. And just like thinking about everyone's point of view on like if it was a brother or like their family member that happened to be in that tragic accident, like I just hate that feeling.
Yeah, it sucks. We can say for sure that's a sad thing. It should never happen. I don't know. It's like it's such a weird thing because you question almost like to some degree of like how much of the blame can you put on the parents, right? Or if the kid just genuinely had like a mental disability.
Are we talking about the school shooting or
I was talking about the New Orleans thing.
The New Orleans person was an old guy. He was 40.
Was he?
Yeah. So again, like
40 is not like crazy old though.
I mean, but he's like a grown man.
Yeah.
And he was like a former like military person.
I know. It sucks. It could have also been that. You never know. It's just like, I don't know. Like you said, it's happening too often, this stuff. It was crazy. Even our incident like in high school when we thought a shooter was on campus, that was crazy.
So about that, let's tell the story of since I was actually present there. Were you in class?
Yeah, I was in my math class.
All right, so when that was happening, I recently quit football, and it was like a free fourth period, you know? So I was outside with Hunter Wilson and Tyler Lewis, and we were outside doing our homework, and I think it was like 20 minutes before lunch, all like the officers were just coming out, like telling everyone to come in, just like go, 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 and we were all scared. And Hunter was saying, oh, we should go see what it is. Because they said like there was a person on campus, so I was like, "Oh, let's go
So
see, let's go
stupid.
investigate."
Yeah.
And Tyler's like, "Yeah, we should." I'm like,
Yeah, that's insane. Because what if that guy was an actual shooter? That's like insane. Oh, let's investigate.
and then you get
And you get
popped.
shot. Like, what are you gonna do?
I don't. But yeah, we got sent in. We got what's called. We got moved in the office for like I think it was an hour, and the guy only had like a bulletproof vest and a knife, so it wasn't really like that big of a.
Yeah, it was scary at first because you never know.
You don't know
And
what's
it
happening.
was like last year, beginning of the year, right?
No, junior year.
Was it junior?
Yeah,
year?
it was junior year, second semester.
Oh, it was. It was junior. Holy hell, time has passed fast. But yeah, no, it was scary at first because of all the shootings that were happening at the time, and you're just worried and stuff. But yeah, dude, it was so weird. People are trying to act like tough and all of it, like, oh, it's not a shooter. Why are you guys acting all scared? Whatever. Like, don't even act like that. Why are you guys overreacting and stuff? And it's like,
it's better to overreact.
okay,
than
and if a
underreact.
shooter does really walk in this class, are you that tough? Like, really?
And then everyone after that happened, everyone went home. Like I saw the longest line, and I went home too because I was like, "Mom, I'm scared. I don't want to be at school right now." Because my next class was ceramics. I didn't like that class, so I just said like, "Mom, take me home, take me home." So I got called out, and I drove home, drove Spencer home, and went to the gym.
Hey,
Gotta
get the gains.
blessing. I got to go to the gym early. That.
No, that kind of goes into something that happened for me though over the winter break. I was watching, I don't know why, I just get bored enough sometimes.
You're just a bored person.
And I'm just like going through YouTube, but I've been watching a lot of body cam footage recently, which honestly, I have some stuff written down about it, which I don't know. It's scary. It's scary stuff.
What do you have written down? I was reading your notes, but
I was writing it down just so I don't forget.
Read out loud though. No skipping anything what you wrote.
No. I wrote down basically how it kind of like makes you realize how many like bad people are out there. It's kind of scary. Like, oh shoot, and it like makes you paranoid a bit, because there was one time actually, and this was a while back, not recently, but I was watching body cam footage a lot at the time as well. And you just get paranoid of everything. I was like meeting up with a friend. I'm like in the back of my head, like, what if I meet up and he like has a bunch of people there that like jump me and then I get killed or something.
What are you watching?
But it's like, no, it's like actually, so the interesting thing about the body cam footage is like, I think everybody at least once in their life has watched some criminal type of thing, whether it's like a TV show, but like having it in real life kind of makes it more interesting just because it's like oh, this is actually something that has happened. Everything's a true story, which kind of makes it the most interesting thing. But to some degree, whenever you're watching it, like after you watch so many, you think you could be a detective, honestly.
No, that's not what you
Yeah.
put. That's not what you put. Read
Yes.
what you put at the end.
Why are you such a hater?
Read
dude? I
what
did.
you,
Let me see. Wait, give me this.
read what you put at the end.
Yeah, this is one of the stories that happened.
Okay.
Chill, bro. This guy
Let me see.
gets 1 month of break and gets all cocky. Shaves his head and gets all cocky.
No,
Come
no.
on.
Aidan said, kind of makes me think I can be a criminal.
Psychologist. Read the rest of it.
Oh my god.
Dumbass.
I was about
Holy
to say, you
shit.
scared me.
No wonder this guy's in Saddleback. He can't even read, dude.
Do I need my glasses? Need my glasses.
Yeah, right. Excuses. No, but it does make you think like you could kind of be a detective because
Yeah.
you see all these tactics the cops use. But realistically, I took one class in high school criminal psych, and it's just not.
I
for
wouldn't
me.
wanna
It's
do
too
that.
much work because it ends up being a lot more paperwork than actually going out there and helping like solve the crimes and everything. So yeah, but one of the stories I did want to actually tell was there's these 14-year-old kids that ended up stealing a car from some just random person, ended up driving it off. The other people who saw that their car got stolen chased after them. These kids are like 14 years old, 16 years old, 14, 13. So they're young kids, like so young. I don't even know how you're thinking of stealing cars at that like age. But they end up stealing a car, driving hundreds of miles down the freeway, end up crashing into a person. Unfortunately, the person dies that they crashed into, and the person who was driving ran away. Blah blah. The one person broke their leg, and a couple other people got injuries. The reason it's like kind of crazy is because none of them were wearing seatbelts. So how they didn't fly out the window is kind of crazy, honestly. But yeah, the cops end up finding a bunch of the kids because like it's not that hard. They just like end up seeing some friends admit it, and then you just find the other person, connect all together, and they like, dude, I can't imagine for the kid.
Whoever was
Police knocking
driving
your door,
is-
and then he's having to like the cops having to tell the mom your kid was involved in with some people who stole a car. Blah blah. Luckily, the kid didn't get charged because he was counted as a victim because he was the passenger. He wasn't the person actually
Oh.
driving. So the person driving got all the charges or whatever.
Well.
But yeah, that's kind of the story I wanted to tell. It's one of the many like I guess interesting things.
We don't support stealing.
It is crazy though. People are just like it. I was kind of talking about this with my parents, but like the idea of like nature and nurture and how much does one affect the other with kids. So
Which one do you think affects?
nurture, 100%. I
Why?
think kids are just because how you're raised, how you grow up. A lot of your actions are dependent on trying to fit in socially, stuff like that. You also learn from what other people are doing. For example, like I think a lot of people say this when like kids are growing up, they learn from hearing or listening to people around them to learn how to talk. Same thing with walking and other stuff that they learn, like mannerisms. And that's why sometimes you're very familiar to very similar to your parents when you grow up, just because that's the people you learn from and the ideals you kind of gain from them.
What about nature and like how society affects you and just seeing what you like read or stuff like that?
Are you thinking about nature in the right way?
Pretty sure I am.
Not by the books you read and stuff. I don't think that's nature. I think that's
No, I'm
still
thinking of
nurture.
like nature in the way like people and like not nurture is like
How
just
people
like
raise you.
like biological.
Wrong. You've got it flipped around.
I got flipped.
Yeah, you got it flipped.
Okay, that's embarrassing.
Biological is nature.
Then
And
why'd you
it's
say
okay.
why'd you say nurture was more important then?
Nurture is more important because of how people raise you. You're taught. You learn things based on how you're raised. That's what I think.
I'm right. If I have it flipped.
Yeah, nature is how
That's
you're born.
embarrassing.
Nature is how you're born.
Cut that out.
Nature naturally. No, we're not
Okay,
cutting
that's
this out.
okay, that's so
Take it.
embarrassing.
You're not gonna take shots at me.
I need
You're
to get
keeping this
I need to
in.
get my brain in
No,
school mode,
no,
bro. I need to get
no,
my brain
no.
in school mode.
But yeah, I think nurture plays a bigger role just because of how you raise everything, environment. Nature does play a role, but I think it's only in the beginning how you're
And
born.
thank you to the Noonans for raising Aiden to be a bright young man.
Thank you.
Bright young man.
Thank
you're
you.
Not, you're not excited about my parents? Thanks.
Thank you. I appreciate the compliment.
Okay, then thank you to my parents for raising me to be amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing young black man in America. All right, welcome to our spotlights for this week. I'm spotlighting Will Andrew and Ty Two Fly's song called Vision that came out December 6th. It was my most played song in December, and I really recommend you guys listen to it. Will Andrew has only 600 monthly listeners, but I think he's super underrated. His flow and his delivery is special, and also the energy he brings on Vision really, really brought to the track. I think he had the better part of the song, too. So I will check out Will Andrew and check out Vision. That's my spotlight for this week.
All right, for my spotlight of this week, it's a guy named Kyrie. Actually, no, they're two people. but their name is Cairo, and they have a song called Special. I think you guys should check it out. I do think they're honestly kind of under the radar, so a lot of their songs are good, especially the one like I mentioned, Cairo's song Special. Yeah, go check it out. It's a chill, kind of vibey song. Yeah.
Thank you. Those are spotlights for a week. See you next time.
All right. So other than not knowing the difference between nature and nurture, something that you would know, what are your New Year's resolutions?
All right. So thank you, Aidan, for that introduction. But my New Year's resolutions are very simple. First one was cutting my hair, which I got that done right away. So hair's gone, new fresh start. Second one is to either continue working at Under Armour or have a job throughout 2025. I think that's a good one, just so I have some steady income and I can provide for me and Aidan. Also, my third one is to gain over, I think I said 1,000, like 2,500 followers on every account for our podcast or personal accounts. Just so, like, I'd rather have, like, slow growth because that gets us, like, keep pushing and work hard because way rather than we just immediately, like, blow up and have fame.
Yeah.
So we can continue to be hungry throughout the year. Also, released 40 podcast episodes this year. I think release 40 episodes.
Release 40 episodes.
Yeah, I think that'd be done. Because 52 weeks, 40 episodes, we can release that easy. Redo my room, change up things, become a interior designer for my room, throw out some old trash, go to the gym, continue going to the gym, I'd say maintaining muscle right now because I'm at 172, so there's no more weight need to lose.
It's a lot better. You've lost a lot of weight since then.
Yeah, so, yeah. And just make more friends like semester and continue to get the same grades I got last semester. So, yeah. How about you? What are your New Year's resolutions?
My New Year's resolutions, I mean, you kind of, like, went all out, so mine aren't going to sound as grand. But
went first.
Yeah. For me, it's just kind of, my New Year's resolutions also orient around the podcast. I want this to be a successful podcast, especially since this is something I think we both love a lot, and I really want it to do the best. So I really want, for this year, grind out the podcast, do as many episodes as we can, but also grow it to a point where we can actually keep doing this in the long run, because I don't want to be stopped for financial reasons, doing this. I want to keep doing that. Continue to have great health with family, for myself as well. And also school-wise, I want to continue doing good. I want to get the same grades, good grades. I want to start finding majors because, like, podcast seems to be the only thing I'm interested in right now, but it would be cool to find something else that I'm really, like, passionate about. And I also hope to have, like, healthy friendships and more friendships in the future with people and create more meaningful connections with people. And yeah. And I hope the audience has a great year.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
All right.
That was very sweet.
So if you guys are interested in any of my stuff or keeping up with me, I don't really post, but if you want to follow my Instagram, it's Aidan_Noonan. On TikTok, it's real Aidan Noonan.
And for me, it's Evan.Miller70 on Instagram and Evan Big Grub Miller on TikTok. Also, you can follow Kickback Conversations _ on Instagram, Kickback Conversations on YouTube, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. And yeah, Kickback Designs too on Instagram if you want to close.
Thanks you for tuning into this episode.
Peace.
I set trends, you follow through. I just wanted to Benz, two dark crew. I just wanted to win, never lose. Here I'm talking a lot, now it's something to prove. Two-tone Lamborghini, what I want when I get on. Back and forth to Texas, I be posted with Canono. Won't walk inside the club unless you pay me some promo. Talking at your neck, up on the neck.